Hello, gorgeous. Hello. It's time to vent. Man, it feels so good like recording this. So good. It had felt really weird not being able to record because you was going through it for the past few days, and it had prevented you from wanting to create, wanting to be you, wanting to plan things for your life. You was put into this downward spiral energy, and it was horrible. It was completely horrible. I hate it. Maybe it was necessary, but it sucks not being able to want to create. So this video is just like reminders of what to do and what to say so you can stay on track. Got a few things I need to repeat because I'm not trying to go back to that negative energy. I don't want to go back to it. So here I feel I don't know what that dance is. I'm hype as fuck. Gosh, it feels so good to record. So good. Okay. Focus. So if I was to see myself back in that energy again, I would tell myself to continue focusing on what you're trying to do, on whatever accomplishment that you're trying to accomplish. And it doesn't matter the size. It could legitimately range from like uploading a selfie to social media to driving to the library or to like opening a bank account. It does not matter. One thing I do know is like not to, how do you say, not to apply pressure to yourself, because being in that spiral energy and then applying pressure to that, it doesn't work out well. I know to take baby steps into whatever I'm doing, to take it slow, it's crawl back into it, because we're not trying to like completely rush yourself into it and then becoming overwhelmed and not properly healed from whatever the fuck took you back there in the first place. So one thing to do is to continue doing what you want to do, but make sure you do it in baby steps, because yeah. Another thing is to obviously protect your energy. I had taken that term lightly before, like how the fuck do you protect energy, until I realized that like certain energy that you feel is not even yours. Like it's legitly people projecting what they feel about you or about themselves on to you. I'm learning that, because for the most part, I don't feel bad about myself. I don't feel negative about myself. I don't think negatively. You know, I'm mostly on the positive side of life because I'm trying to do better for myself. So when I pick up on negative shit, I'm like, there's no way this could be me. One thing that I do is, so at home I have these two heart candle holders, and it's on each side of my wall. So it's like this, like one right here, and I put my tea light candles on there. And for some reason, those tea light candles bring me a lot of joy. I love lighting them. I'm actually almost out. I have to restock. But I noticed that when I light them, maybe because visually I'm in the middle of both of the lights, so it's kind of like giving me like I'm in a passageway kind of thing, and it keeps me warm, and I instantly get put back into spirit mode. So I know to keep that in my routine, whether it's good or bad, whether I'm feeling good or bad. Yeah, so I like the candle idea. It does well every time. Another thing that I do, well, and before I say that, and if the energy is my energy, like let's say the negative energy that I do feel, if I create that energy on myself, I know to go back into hermit mode. I know to go into my corner. I know to lay out my emotions on the table and to address them, like, okay, this keeps coming up in your mind. It's making you feel this way. Let's address it. And I would just handle it. And depending on what it is, I would either transmute that emotion into an art project, whether it be writing, poetry, legitly art, dancing, singing. I dance a lot in the mirror. Dancing in the mirror brings me a lot of joy. I think that's something that I probably tried to run from before, because I probably told myself that I can't dance, but just being goofy in the mirror, it makes me really happy. So I know for sure to keep that up. Um, yeah, so go into hermit mode, light my candles. Another one is to obviously pray. But I pray every day. I don't just pray when things are going bad. I pray every day. I pray more when things are actually good, when things are just normal. And when I do pray, it's mainly out of gratitude, which is beautiful, which is not a bad thing. But like, I don't like. I guess I don't need to ask for much. 'Cause I don't feel like I really need much when I am talking to the Most High. I'm just in complete like in thankful mode. But I'm assuming that if you are going through something and you really can't do much about it, just I think additional prayer would help. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It has helped before. It really helped before. So additional prayer, not a problem. Yeah. Ooh. And another thing that I noticed when I am like in this downward spiral energy, I always run into the synchronicity 666. And it is such a relief because that number normally, I think, not that I think, when that number appears, it means for you to switch your thoughts and to remind yourself that you are a spiritual being inside of a human life. So as soon as I remember that thought or the definition, whatever emotion that like I'm feeling inside of me, like I take it out like a ball. Like yeah, and I basically detach myself from it because I know that the feeling that I'm feeling is just part of the process, and if I hold on to that, it will make me bound to whatever situation that I'm going, that I'm in, whatever. So I know to detach myself from any type of emotion when I see that number. I know to switch my thoughts when I see that number. And normally a number that comes up after 666 is 444, reminding me that I am not by myself and that my spirit guides are surrounding me as we speak, and that brings me comfort. I'm actually getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it because it happens so many times where I would legitimately just be like, ugh. And I've had dark thoughts where I'm just like, fuck this shit. And I'll just start seeing synchronicity out of nowhere. I'm just like, all right. And I'll calm myself down. I'm very grateful to even see those numbers when I'm going through whatever I'm going through mentally. It legitimately helps me out every time. The most numbers that I normally run into is 666, 444, and 777. Yeah. Those help me out. I'm grateful for those synchronicities. I mean it. You help me out a lot. Another thing I do is like I have these 3 quotes that I throw into my mental pot. And when I say mental pot, is because there's a time where my brain is just, I'm taking in everything and it's just mixed up. I'm all fucked up in the head. I'm like repainting scenarios and reliving scenarios and making them shit based off other things, completely like fucking up my perception. So these 3 quotes that I throw in there, and it kind of like eases all of the anxiety that I get. I hate that word, but it does. So the 3 quotes are, well, the first one is, it is what it is. People are people, and hey, you never know. So if I take the scenario, A, B, and C was talking about me, and it's like, if they were, it is what it is. And if they were, people are people. Like that, people will talk whether you are doing bad or good. There's no ending to that. Like people, they're muggles, okay? People are muggles out here. And the third quote I say is, hey, you never know. Because I think a lot of the time, due to my paranoia and due to my past, I assume people are talking about me. Even though I feel like for the most part they are, but like I said, like the third quote is, hey, you never know. Because they probably aren't talking about you. And I legitimately don't know. And I should not care if they are. Because it has nothing to do with what you're trying to focus on. But if that is easier said than done, we all get wrapped up in that kind of situation where you think people are talking about you. But hey, you never know, and you really shouldn't care. So those are three things that you gotta keep in your head, okay? It is what it is. People are people. And hey, you never know. You really don't know. And yeah. Okay. Oh, another thing I do, and this one, I guess it's like an old tactic. I've been using it ever since I've been blessed with a puppy. So if I am feeling a certain type of way where I know I have to like take a walk, I'll find a cute outfit or outfit I'd rather feel really confident in or really comfortable in, and I will take my puppy out for a walk. Whether that walk will be around the corner, excuse me, whether it be to the mailbox or to the store, I make sure I take a walk. I get that breath of fresh air. Taking a breather helps for me. A lot of people could take a walk and still come back kind of bitchy. A walk is all I need sometimes. Maybe I'll do the walk like 2 to 3 times a day, but it's needed for me because I overthink and I need the outside environment to help me like to help me come back into peace. So I take my dog for a walk. I make sure I dress cute. I make sure I feel cute, and that helps every time. I love doing that a lot, especially when my outfit is cute because I get to walk around feeling like a little princess or a girl or a girly. So I do like that a lot. And there are times when your emotions are so deep that you have no control over them. And when it's to that point where I legitimately cannot do anything, when I cannot when I say I can't, there are times where I cannot eat myself out of my emotions. I cannot cry myself out of my emotions. I have to like legitimately go with the flow. Whatever action I take, I have to let it go because, man, yeah, I have to allow it to be. I have to go with the flow because sometimes I cannot control it, and I have to surrender to not knowing what's gonna happen. I have to surrender myself to just being me, just doing whatever I have to do because sometimes it's out of control, and that one could be dangerous, but it's another tactic that not I can't say tactic, but it's just another way that I express myself. I just whatever happens, happens. And I come back eventually. I'm like, all right, I'm cool. I'm cool. Like, and unfortunately, it has gotten that deep to where I just can't control it. And man, yeah, that way is the most difficult way. But as long as I'm not like causing other people harm, as long as I don't take out my emotions or my frustration out on other people, I'm okay. I know it's fucked up to treat yourself bad, but I hate like being a burden to other people. I never tell people my problems. I don't talk to people about what I'm going through. None of my friends even know what the fuck I'm going through because I hate it that much. I don't talk to my family about what I'm going through. I will legitimately torture myself and sabotage myself until I feel better because I don't like expressing myself to other people. And that is actually dangerous. It probably caused me to actually need a therapist in the long run, but it's not in me to be a burden emotionally or mentally or spiritually to other people. I don't like doing that. So that way it's hard. And my heart is huge. So the emotions that I carry weigh a lot and I go through a lot. But I'm a hermit. I can easily transmute that energy to something cool. Which is kind of cheating, but it helps. So let's keep this video. I think I'm gonna rewatch this video at least once a week because I don't know what's gonna happen in the future or the next 24 hours. shit happens, and I need to have like a steady reminder to like, yo, remember you're a spirit in this human life, and what's happening to you isn't really happening to you. It's more like happening for you and for other people. I just have to like keep my mind right, because I hate going down. I hate being in that I give up energy. It's the worst energy. I want to create. I want to live life. I want to feel beautiful. I want to spread the word. I want to continue focusing on my throat chakra, all my chakras. I want to continue to focus on what I'm trying to create. I want to continue to focus on my book. I want to continue to dance in the mirror. I want to continue enjoying being happy. I love this bubbly, happy energy. I hate to lose it, even though I know I can butt myself back up, but it's better when it's naturally there. So, yeah. Don't give up, Tika. Do not give up, okay? We are in the process of focusing on what you want to do, how you want to live your life, and how you can help change the world. I don't even know how. Actually, I low-key do know how, but that's future talk, okay? For the future. But yeah, I want to continue focusing on the good. I want to continue focusing on fixing myself. I'm supremely hell-bent on fixing who I am. And I want to leave it like that. I'm not trying to go back to negativity. Even though it naturally comes, if it does come, I know to catch myself and bounce myself back the fuck up. So don't give up. I love me. I love me so much. I love me. I love me. I love me. I love me. Excited. I love this energy. When I'm in this energy, it's like the sun is out 24/7, and let's keep it that way. So stay cute, stay happy, praise the Most High.